Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. We're gonna talk about Milwaukee Bucks got embarrassed at home, 139 to 106. No Rudy, no Anthony Edwards, no Miles Turner. 17 and 23 is what the Bucks record is now. 9 and 10 at home. Timberwolves 27 and 14 after the win, and 12 and 8 on the road. 38 to 20 in the first quarter, and the game was over after that. The Bucks never really got back in it ever. Never really had a chance of winning. Never really made a significant run to cut it to single digits. They also lost the second quarter 38 to 25. They won the third quarter 33 to 30, and they lost the fourth quarter 33 to 28. Julius Randle got buckets. He ended up leading the team in scoring. Had game high 29 points for both teams, and he ended up going 12 of 18 from the field. He had the most field goal attempts on the team in those 30 minutes. He also went 4 of 7 from 3 and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 8 boards. That was the most on the team. Everybody in the starting lineup for the Timberwolves had a rebound or more, assist or more, and the bench did also have rebounds for everybody that played. He also had 6 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 3 personal fouls, and was a plus 23. In plus minus, he made the right decisions out there. He made the right reads. He made it look easy, honestly. In this game, never really had any problems, even with his shot selection. He got where he wanted, and he did what he wanted, and that's a tough thing to do in the NBA, but he did it. Jaden McDaniels, 30 minutes, 17 points, 6 of 9 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 boards, 5 assists, 1 turnover, 2 blocks, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, in a plus 24 and plus minus. He was efficient. He took the wide open shots that was there for him. He just had to drop them in after that. Make the right decision when you have the ball. If you got a shot, take it. If you don't, keep it moving, or just try to find a way to collapse the defense and then just try to hurt them with the pass if you can. And then he actually got 2 blocks just by catching the offensive player off guard, and it ended up working out for him twice. Naz Reid started 28 minutes for him. 19 points, 8 of 12 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and a steal, 3 personal fouls, and a plus 18 in plus minus for him. Really efficient night from him. He didn't live and die at the 3-point line in this game, and that's something you have to like to see from him more, especially because he's really strong and very fast and quick for his position. And you want to use that body as much as you can to your advantage, and he did that tonight in this one. Mike Conley got to start. He played 21 minutes, had 9 points. He shot 3 of 7 from the field. It was all 3-pointers. He also had 5 assists. He can run the point guard position very well still. He did have 3 rebounds and a turnover, no personal fouls, and it was a 0 in plus minus. Dante DiVincenzo, he played 30 minutes. He had 11 points. He went 4 of 6 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. He can really light it up if you give him a chance, because he also was hurting them with the pass too. He finished with 7 assists and 2 turnovers and 4 rebounds. He also had a 0 when it came to personal fouls and was a plus 23 and plus minus. And they played good team basketball. They was always cutting. They was always moving. They was always trying to make plays on the ball. And they did a good job of rebounding the ball. And just the bench came in and they picked up right where they left off, kind of, in a certain fun type of way, because Joe Ingles, he didn't score, but he had 1 assist that really led to a basket. And he also had 2 steals, and you want to see that. He also had 2 rebounds, but he didn't attempt a shot. That's why he went scoreless. He also had no personal fouls. It was a -5 and plus minus. Leonard Miller, he came in and made basically all his shots besides missing a 3. He finished 2 of 3 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and had 7 points. He had 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, and a steal. No personal fouls, and was a -5 and plus minus. Jones played 30 minutes. He ended up playing the most off the bench. He also had 13 points and went 6 of 7 to get it. He also went 1 of 1 from the free throw line and had 5 boards, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 4 offensive rebounds out of the 5, and 4 personal fouls. And he was a plus 30 and plus minus. There's nothing much he can really do. That's just how good of the game he was playing. He only missed 1 shot, and then to help out on the boards, and then to stay out of the way and still make an impact on the game, even with the boards, with the offensive ones. That's a really good, strong game for a guy that you didn't really know was going to play that many minutes. He probably didn't think he was going to play that many minutes until he actually was out there that long. Jalen Clark, 18 minutes, 4 points. He shot 2 of 6 from the field. He had 6 rebounds, which was good. That was the most off the bench. He had 2 assists, no turnovers, 2 steals, 3 offensive rebounds, no personal fouls. It was a plus 26 and plus minus. He didn't score a lot of points. He didn't have a crazy amount of opportunities, but he did all the winning plays that was needed, even if it was defensively. And that's what they needed him to do when he came off the bench, to keep getting those guys a good rest night, because they got the game over real quick. Johnny Juzang, 8 minutes, 2 points, 1 or 2 from the field, 1 from the 3-point line, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, no personal fouls, and a -5 and plus minus. Bones Highland, 21 minutes, 23 points. That was the most points off the bench. He also took the most shots with 16, 9 to 16 from the field. A efficient night from him. He kept getting wide open looks, and it was his night to put him down, and he did. He kept making them. He only missed 2. He also was able to get some 2-pointers to fall also throughout the game. He also had 5 assists with no turnovers. He took his time, seen what the defense was trying to do, didn't rush it, didn't force it. That was good to see. That's why he had no turnovers with the 2 rebounds and the steal. He also only had 2 personal fouls, and he finished as a plus 41, which was the highest on the team. And then Rob Dillingham, he played 8 minutes. He had 5 points. He went 2 of 6 from the field and 1 of 2 from 3 to get it. He also had 2 rebounds and 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, and was a -5 and plus minus. And then obviously Rudy Gobert wasn't injured. He got suspended, for the people that don't know, and then Anthony Edwards sat out. And then the Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis, you thought he would have had more points. It was just that easy for him scoring the basketball in this one. 31 minutes for him. That ended up being the most, tied with Ryan Rollins. And then he finished with 25 points, which was the most on the team. He went 9 of 13 from the field. He went 7 of 14 from the free throw line. He also missed his only 3. He had 8 rebounds. That was the most on the team. He also had 5 assists. But it also came with 7 turnovers. He was forcing things and rushing things, and it ended up working against him a lot in this game. 1 steal. He also had 4 personal fouls and was a -11 and plus minus. He was frustrated and just mad about how the game was going and how things was being called and how they was just getting embarrassed, in this game. But the fans still was rocking with him. They still was supporting him, and it just wasn't their night. Bobby Portis started. No Miles Turner, like I said, 27 minutes, 14.6 of 12 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. Took good looks. Can't really be mad about his shot selection. Also had 7 rebounds and assists, no turnovers, 2 steals, 2 offensive rebounds, no personal fouls, and a -19 and plus minus. Kevin Porter Jr., 29 minutes, 13 points, 5 of 11 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. The 8 assists ended up being the most on the team. He missed the dunk. That was probably the worst shot he took. Other than that, he was just taking his time trying to see what's going on and just trying to find a way to make the pass or the bucket or just attack. Worked sometimes, didn't. That's why he had 4 turnovers. He also had a lot of misses, but not a crazy amount. He did have 3 steals in the block, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a -16 and plus minus. AJ Green, he ended up being the only starter to not score in double figures, mainly because he went 3 of 9 from 3, and that was the only shots that he took. If he would have made 1 more, he would have got there, but he didn't. It happens. 27 minutes, 2 assists, made the right pass when he didn't have a shot that he ended up liking, which he's supposed to do, and he ended up having 1 personal foul, was a -8 and plus minus. And then Ryan Rollins, 31 minutes, 11 points. You thought he'd get more in this one, especially because there's not really too many guards that can guard on the Timberwolves. But he only went 5 of 14 from the field and 1 of 5 from 3. He also had 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, and a block, 2 offensive rebounds, no personal fouls, and a -23 and plus minus. It happens, man. He was out there trying to give him what he could. He was attacking when he could. He pulled up the shots like he usually does. They just wasn't going in this one. The Nasses got on the basketball court. He ended up playing only 8 minutes. He had 2 points. He was 1 of 3 from the field, 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 2 steals. His rebound was offensive. He had no personal fouls. He was a +5 and plus minus. Kyle Kuzma also made a basket near the rim. He went 1 of 1 from the field, had 2 assists, no turnovers, and a block, 1 personal foul, -37 in plus minus. Pete Nance, 9 minutes, 5 points, 2 or 3 from the field, 1 or 2 from 3, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, and a +1 in plus minus. Jericho Sims, 4 minutes. He had zeros all across the board besides being a -11 in plus minus. Gary Harris, 13 minutes, 3 points, 1 or 2 from the field. It was a 3 that he made. He also missed 1. He also had 1 board, 2 assists, and a turnover. And the rebound was offensive, and he had no personal fouls and was a -19 in plus minus. Amir Coffey gave them their best scoring night off the bench, mainly because he took another shot before the game was over that was wide open. They just conceded that one for him, and he still had to make it, and he did. But he finished 1 or 2 from 3 and 3 or 5 from the field to get 10 points. He also went 3 or 3 from the free throw line, had 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 2 steals in the block, 1 offensive rebound, no personal fouls, and a +1 and plus minus. Gary Trent Jr., 14 minutes. He ended up having 6 points. He went 2 of 5 from the field. It was all threes that he took. And he also had 1 assist, no turnover, no personal fouls, and was a -30 in plus minus. Andre Jackson Jr., 9 minutes, 2 points, 1 or 2 from the field, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, and a +1 and plus minus. And then Cole Anthony ended up playing 9 minutes, 4 points for him, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and a +1 and plus minus. Nobody really gave them a big night off the bench. At the end of the day, they couldn't defend. They couldn't really get anything to go their way. Giannis was the lone bright spot tonight when it comes to consistency. And then if you fall down that bad and you can't get no stops, you can't force them into tough shots, you can't get them out of their comfort zone, which they allowed them to be in, you find yourself in a game where it shouldn't be as ugly as it ended up being for you. But since it happened, you just got to get ready for the next game and try to do better. Comparisons, 85 field goals, 48% for the Bucks, 92 for the Timberwolves. They shot 60%. If they shoot that well, and they also shot 52% from 3, most likely ain't winning that game. 42 threes from the Timberwolves, 52%. 12 free throws for the Wolves, 58%. 36 threes from the Bucks, 36%. They shot 19 free throws, 7 more than the Timberwolves, but they only made it at 58%. Both teams shot 58% from the free throw line. The Bucks got out-rebounded by 12, 44 to 32. The Bucks did have 29 assists, but the Timberwolves had 37. 19 turnovers for the Bucks. That also didn't help them because the Timberwolves only had 15. 9 steals for the Timberwolves, 12 for the Bucks. 4 blocks for the Bucks, 2 for the Timberwolves. Both teams had 9 offensive rebounds, but the Timberwolves had 35 defensive, while the Bucks only had 23. And then 14 personal fouls for the Bucks, and the Timberwolves had 16. The Bucks did shoot more free throws and made that a better at the same amount when it comes to percentage. And basically saying they got outplayed, outmatched, and just didn't have it going all game to the point where it just got out of control. And the lead just got so big that they were just letting the rest of the guys play it out, and so did the Bucks. And then this is one of them games where you need short-term memory loss. Forget that it happened. Forget that you played it, and just bring your best game in the next one. And that should help you just be more motivated. We lost this bad. We want to go out there and get the next one. And the Timberwolves, we didn't have a lot of our best players, but we still was able to get a win that we should have got because we are a deep team. We do have good coaching. We do have a lot of good players. And they stepped up and made things happen tonight to help them get the win. And that's what they came for. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today with more analysis, hopefully.